everybody. Drew Dosek with Verified Investing. Today, we're going to go over the crypto space. I've got a handful of charts to dive into and some really good cyclical analysis on Bitcoin to really help guide you to start pulling the trigger to get back into Bitcoin. All right, guys, let's get into the chart. First off, we're going to break down Bitcoin because Bitcoin really rules the roost for cryptocurrency. If Bitcoin is rallying, the likelihood the rest of the crypto sector, altcoins, etc., are also rallying. All right. So you really got to pay attention to Bitcoin. It's the barometer of the crypto space. If Bitcoin is under pressure, it's likely not going to be a good time to buy on all other altcoins unless we isolate down where to buy on Bitcoin. So with that being said, let's look about where Bitcoin is. All right. So we see, on the daily time frame, we are not doing a good job getting above this inclining trend line. Well, that trend line is actually the bottom portion of an inclining parallel channel with the top parallel boundary up here, the 50% area here, and then the bottom of that parallel here. So we're clearly getting rejected today, even with this downward move. The last several days, we're butting up right against this area, trying to regain access, but so far today, selling off. As this continues moving lower, I want to highlight the fact of this head and shoulders pattern on the chart of Bitcoin is still valid. Even though this right shoulder is not as symmetrical as the left, it still is a valid pattern. It's right there. Head and shoulders target is down here at 37,508. And with us struggling to regain entry into this parallel, it tells me probabilities are still leaning that we could come down and hit this level. Now, first level of support before we get to that targeted measured move is at $53,000. Basically, anything under 50,000, I anticipate a lot of investors to come in. You see this pivot high back here in March 28th. That was at $48,240 right there. And a Pierce of 50 should give us good support in that general range of $5,000. That support zone starting at 53 down to 48,000. If and when we break through that, then we're coming down to this head and shoulders target, which then could be a great opportunity as long as you time out these levels to buy not only Bitcoin, but other crypto as well. Now, let me get into something to help you understand what we're going through in this cycle. Now, this chart with Bitcoin is on the weekly time frame. And you see I've got a blue parallel, and I've done so because I've got some other yellow trend lines here too, or at least time frames. But this is cyclical analysis showing Bitcoin's high peaks, the duration of times it takes for Bitcoin to make new highs before it then makes a low. All right. So you can see here clearly at the top of the screen, we have about 1,428 days on Bitcoin from its pivot high to the very next pivot high before we see significant selling pressure on Bitcoin. This occurred again, guys. You can see from right here on this pivot all the way over to the pivot high that occurred back in October of 2025 was 1,428 days. So we can cleanly map this out. That should then put us at the very next pivot high for Bitcoin occurring over here on September 3rd of 2029. All right, so for the information on the bottom, you can see here this line right here, gauging time, was 53 weekly bars, was equated out to 371 days of pressure on Bitcoin going down on the chart before we established a bottom and then made brand new all-time highs. You can see here that same sort of time calculation that we had back in of November of 2021 through November of 2022 would then put us to concluding the selling pressure on Bitcoin at October 12th of this year. So again, if you can time it, we should have roughly by October 12th, we should be done and concluding with the selling pressure on Bitcoin and should be trying to find a bottom. Whether that hits the major move target or the timing first is uncertain. But I've got both on my radar, both of which I'm going to be monitoring over the next couple months, as we should be having a conclusion to the selling pressure on Bitcoin sooner rather than later with this time analysis that I've got going on this chart. So that helps you understand everything moving forward, not only in this video, but then everything in this crypto space on when could be the best time to go ahead and start picking some up. Now, I've done this cycle time analysis that doesn't guarantee the bottom is going to be in at Bitcoin at that time. We could in fact sell lower. I'm uncertain. We could always reevaluate at that point. But from what I've found on this chart, we should be making some sort of medium to longer term bottom come October of this year on Bitcoin. That means other altcoins need to be on your radar, because if Bitcoin's going to rocket up to a brand new all-time high, all the other altcoins are going to follow along in its wake. So let's jump into the charts, and I got a few to go over with you. First up, Ethereum. Ethereum, basically the number 2 in command on crypto space. Now you see I've got a couple different things on this chart. I've got an inclining blue parallel where I do anticipate Ethereum, say if Bitcoin does make brand new all-time highs, I do think Ethereum's pushing up over $5,000. But right now is not that time. We find ourselves with price action, much like Bitcoin, getting rejected from the bottom of its parallel channel. Very much all happening today too, like on the chart of Bitcoin. So if this continues to get rejected, now notice we could always butt up against this price over and over and over and weaken that level to break inside the parallel. That could happen on Bitcoin as well. But with current price under the parallel, having broken down, retested now several times, it still favors more downside, specifically if Bitcoin's going to be going down further too. So first stop for Ethereum will be a speed bump here, $1,500, the low pivots that occurred this year that you see on the charts. Next stop for Ethereum, if Bitcoin does extend its selling pressure, is down here at 1355, followed by this other trend line at 1255, both of which are derived from previous pivot points that you see here on the chart. The first one, or the lowest one, is actually October 11th, connected over to the pivot that occurred here on April of 2025. And then we have the pivot high here from December 16th of 2022, and that's strung out also basically horizontal support line, because price broke out above that level, came back and retested that level. That tells me that level, $1,351, is likely going to be a significant level if and when Ethereum price comes right down into it. Next up into XRP. XRP, as you see here, is really just trailing off. Ever since this high pivot in February of this year, price action has not gotten back up above it. In fact, we started developing a trend where every attempt to move up has been rejected by this declining trend line, clearly seen right here in May. And then we haven't even gotten close to it in June or July. Instead, we're just curling over. Now, near term, the good news for XRP, we did put in a daily bottoming tail here on Friday, June 26th, basically at $1. In doing so, we also have an inverse head and shoulders pattern that is developing. This pattern is good as long as price doesn't get below the head, basically under $1. And if we are able to maintain this pattern and break out to the upside above the neckline, you can see I'll draw the neckline in here very quickly. Right there's the neckline. That likely is going to target this next resistance at $1.31, which notice how that converges with this declining trend line. So we very well could be facing a tough test for XRP once and if we can break this declining neckline trend line up at the $1.31 level. Once and if it beats that, then we're headed up to $1.77, and then eventually back into this parallel. To get into it's around $2.30. Now, if Bitcoin continues selling, XRP likely is going to do the same thing, in which case draw a trend line from this pivot low you see here, April 7th of 2025, connected over to the major pivots that occurred in this year, February of 26, and then just extend that out. And that's going to be the major level of support on XRP. Come into August, we're looking around 82 cents. And I extend my charts back out further to highlight these other key pivot points. One right here at 85 cents, and then the other one at 78.50, both of which converging on that declining trend line, and will likely provide support at both of those levels. Next up into XLM, this is the cousin of XRP. XLM, you see here, getting rejected from this declining trend line. More importantly, put in a massive daily topping tail back here on May 30th, in which price never really even got a chance to come back up after it sold off. It just never really even tested the top end range. Instead, continues to find itself getting rejected by this declining trend line on the chart. Much like XRP, the XLM is also forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which will put it comfortably back into this area of the chart. Let me just back out to the weekly time frame so you can see where this declining trend line is coming from. That's from a pivot low in July of 2025, connected over to the pivot low that occurred in September of 2025, and then just string that all the way out. And you can find where price still is having trouble getting above it today. So the next support, if we fail here, is at 17 cents, followed by just under 14 cents at 13.95. But the most important thing would be breaking that potential near-term inverse head and shoulders pattern, which would not bode well positively for this chart in the near term. This declining trend line is critical for XLM to get above, maintain, and hold, and we're not doing that. So we need to have that flip for all these XLM bulls and get above this trend line at 18.6 cents. If so, then we could have a breakout, retrace, bounce play to take us up to this declining trend line, which will be the next major level of resistance on that chart at 28 cents. In essence, the topping tail that occurred back here on XLM. So XLM's got a lot of work to do to fight to get back to that topping tail, but when it does, it's likely going to be met with a lot of resistance there too. Last up, guys, Tau, Bittensor. This cryptocurrency can move. It can move an awful lot, can generate you some good money as long as you're able to isolate down some good levels of support and resistance, all right? So right now with Tau, we see this pivot from November of 25. That's the controlling trend line and resistance overhead current price action. So you can see that's roughly just under $250 if Tau were to explode up over the next couple days. More importantly, near term, got to be watching this support level, $195.37. That also was the range here of this low pivot of July 1st. We didn't quite get down to it, but this is the level of support, the one of which, if we start putting in daily closes underneath that trend line, could open the door for Tau coming down to tag this declining trend line. Now, this would be a fantastic spot to buy. If we have selling plunge right through this level and come straight down to this trend line, just under $150. Why would that be a good spot to buy? Because that's a double bottom back here from February of 2026. Plus, that would be the third hit of a declining trend line. Generally, the third hits produce the biggest bounces that you can find. All right. So with that being said, mark your calendars there around 145, 150 bucks on Tau. I know I am right now, so that we can be all participating for a potential chance of a nice bounce up, in which case the resistance would be right here at the previous support, $195.37. Be mindful, though, this low pivot at 183 could find some selling pressure if we do rocket right back up into there. So if you're conservative, take some money off the table here. More aggressive, you can take some money off here. Most aggressive, you can wait for a tag of this declining trend line, one of which I already showed you guys that generated back here from the November 2025 pivot high. All right, guys, that wraps up today's Pro Chart videos on crypto. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching us today. We've got a lot of free information, free daily charts, free technical analysis articles, and these free videos. Hang around for a little bit, enjoy yourself, learn some TA so you can take it into your own charts and make some good money. Thanks again, guys. My name's Drew with Verified Investing. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you right here on the charts. Take care, folks.